Our beloved Barca is at a crucial moment, a turning point where ambition and renewal join hands to bring us back to the place we deserve, the pinnacle of world football. In this quest for excellence, one name resonates strongly in the corridors of our club and in the hearts of the supporters: Victor Gyökeres. Yes, Jules, the Swedish striker from Sporting de Lisbon, is the ideal profile to lead our attack in the next era, that number 9 we so aspire to have to once again shake the opposing nets. While some clubs, living off outdated football, despair of securing his services, Barca acts with the intelligence and vision that characterize us. It has been revealed that Atletico de Madrid, always on the lookout for opportunities that others let slip, is interested in him. How they lack imagination, talking about an impact in their league, but we talk about a global impact, one that only Barca can offer. The reality is that the Scandinavian striker has demonstrated a lethal combination of physical power, an exquisite goal-scoring instinct, and remarkable associative ability. These qualities have made him a key piece in the attack of the Lisbon team, where he has signed top-level scoring campaigns. His consistency in front of goal for 2 consecutive seasons has propelled him to the forefront of the agenda of the major European clubs. And in this scenario, Barca has an incalculable advantage. Victor Gyökeres wants to play for Barca. He has clearly expressed this to his entourage. The desire to wear our jersey is immense, and this, Jules, is the engine that moves mountains in our club. The player's will is paramount, and when a footballer aspires to step on the Camp Nou, the path clears almost magically. The arrival of a top-level striker is an absolute priority for Hansi Flick, our new coach. With his winning mentality and maximum demand, he knows that the goal is the oxygen of a champion team, and in Victor Gyökeres, Flick has found the perfect candidate. He gave his green light without hesitation, convinced that the Swede is the ideal striker for our playing system, to open up defenses and to guarantee that quota of goals that brings us closer to glory. And let's be honest, Jules, this is an opportunity to look to the future with optimism, and why not, with a dose of realism. Robert Lewandowski has been an exceptional striker, a natural scorer who has given us so much, but cycles end, and it is time to think about a transition. The departure of Lewandowski, if it happens, would not be a painful goodbye, but a door opening for the arrival of new blood, a hungry striker capable of leading our attack for the next decade. And Victor Gyökeres is that name. His energy, youth, and ability to press high fit perfectly with the intensity that Hansi Flick wants to imprint on our team. There was talk of Arsenal's advantage in the negotiations, but who would want to join a club that is not really competing for the Champions League when Barca calls? Atletico de Madrid, in its desperate attempt not to be left behind, has accelerated contacts and is ready to present an offer close to 70 million euros. But here, we come back to the same thing: money is not everything. The conviction within the Barca sports management is absolute. We know that the Swede can make the difference from day one, and his recruitment is considered strategic to make that necessary leap in quality in the offensive front. He is not just a scorer. He is a player who associates, works for the team, and has a winning mentality. The Jules vision: why Gyökeres is our ideal striker. The permanence of Robert Lewandowski at Barca has become a recurring subject of debate. We do not deny his legacy and his goals, but it is time to be pragmatic and look ahead. Age does not forgive, and the intensity demanded by modern football, especially with the arrival of Hansi Flick, requires fresh legs and a constant physical level. Gyökeres is the answer to this need. A natural scorer, his numbers in Portugal speak for themselves. He is a striker with an innate goal-scoring instinct, always well-positioned, and who finishes firmly. We need a number 9 who guarantees us 20 to 25 goals per season, and Gyökeres can do that. A physical power and unbalance, he is an unstoppable bull in his run and with a brutal ability to hold the ball with his back to goal and open spaces. His power would give us a new dimension in attack, something we lack against closed defenses. His pressing and teamwork are impressive. Hansi Flick demands high and constant pressing, and Gyökeres is a striker who does not just wait for the ball. He presses, steals, and works tirelessly for the team. His physical deployment is exemplary and fits perfectly with the coach's philosophy. His offensive versatility sets him apart. Although he is a pure number 9, he also has the ability to move to the wings and associate. His game is not limited to the surface, making him a more complete and difficult-to-mark striker. A generational relay. At 26 years old, Gyökeres is at the best moment of his career and has a brutal margin for progression. He would be the perfect relay for Lewandowski, guaranteeing us a top-level striker for the next 6 or 7 years. He has a winning mentality, has led a team like Sporting de Lisbon to win titles, demonstrating character and leadership. This champion mentality is contagious, and it is what we need in the Barca locker room. In Lisbon, they are aware that it will be very complicated to retain him in the face of such interest. His starting price is high, yes, but it is an assumable price for a club of Barca's stature that wants to return to the elite. Atletico de Madrid with its 70 million falls short. Barca is ready to move quickly to avoid unnecessary bidding and conclude as soon as possible an operation that, if materialized, would shake the summer market and place us in a privileged position. Gyökeres has never been so close to changing the air, and all roads seem to lead to camp. We are ready to welcome him. Dear Jules, your voice is the voice of Barca. With Victor Gyökeres' desire to wear the Blaugrana jersey and Hansi Flick's green light, what do you think of this possible recruitment? Do you think he is the ideal striker to replace Robert Lewandowski and lead our attack in the next decade? What impact do you think his power, goals, and teamwork would have on our style of play? Barca is great for its history, its philosophy, but above all for the unconditional support and passion of its supporters. We eagerly await your valuable opinions. The second piece of news concerns an important decision in our beloved club. Barcelona, our dear Barcelona, breathes calmly and, to tell the truth, is somewhat dismissive of external pretensions. We receive the confirmed news with the solidity of stone that we have rejected an offer of 65 million euros from Arsenal for our immense French defender Jules Koundé. What a relief, Gyökeres, because if one thing is clear in this phase of reconstruction and return to the top, it is that there are pillars that are not to be touched, and Koundé is one of them. Fundamental to Hansi Flick's project, it is fascinating to see how some clubs, which live in a state of wanting without being able, dare to knock on our door with figures that, although high for them, are simply insufficient for Barcelona. Those of Arteta wanted to take one of the jewels of our defense, a footballer who has demonstrated his value time and again in the elite, but here, the response has been categorical, an unequivocal no that resonates with the authority it deserves. Barcelona is not here to sell its jewels, and even less so for amounts that do not reflect their true value. Let them continue to dream in London. The tranquility within the club is absolute, and it is not for nothing. Beyond the ridiculous offer that arrived, the greatest guarantee is the player's own will. Jules Koundé has already expressed his unwavering desire to stay in the club. That's how champions speak, that's what distinguishes great footballers, those who do not sell themselves to the highest bidder, but who bet on a project, a philosophy, colors. Koundé wants to continue to be an important player at Barcelona, and that is what truly fills us with pride and gives us the security of knowing that we are building a winning team. Hansi Flick, our new leader on the bench, is perfectly aware of this. Koundé is an irreplaceable piece in his plans. Defense is the foundation on which a champion team is built, and the Frenchman's talent is essential in this regard. His strength, speed, and versatility to play in different defensive positions make him an invaluable asset. With him on the field, defensive tranquility and security increase exponentially. He is an insurance at the back, capable of stopping the most unbalancing attackers and launching the game with discernment. Koundé's permanence at Barcelona is fantastic news for multiple reasons, and Madridismo cannot understand the real dimension of this. Defensive consolidation. With Koundé, our defense gains in solidity and hierarchy. He is a leader at the back, an experienced central defender with the ability to correct mistakes. His presence is fundamental to building a steel defense, something we have lacked in recent years and that Flick prioritizes. Tactical versatility. His ability to play as a central defender or as a right back is a blessing for any coach. This gives Flick enormous tactical flexibility, allowing him to adapt the game system according to the opponent and the needs of the match. Not all defenders have this elite versatility. Elite experience. Despite his relative youth, Koundé has already competed at the highest level, both in La Liga and in Europe. His experience in important matches is vital for a team that aspires to win all titles. He does not wilt under pressure, and that is priceless. Future projection. He is a player with a huge margin for improvement. He has not yet reached his ceiling, and under Flick's tutelage, we can expect his performances to continue to grow. He is a long-term investment that guarantees us a top-level defender for the years to come. A message to the market. Rejecting such a substantial offer for Koundé sends a clear message to the market, and by the way to the eternal rival. Barcelona does not sell its pillars. We are building a strong and solid team, and anyone who wants to take our talents will have to pay much more than some can dream of. We are not a selling club, we are a winning club. While others busy themselves looking for patches or praying that their defenses do not break, we have the tranquility of counting on one of the best defenders in the world. The idea of selling Koundé was for Barcelona, and for any sensible Cule, an aberration. He is a young player with enormous potential and who has already proven his worth. Why would we part with him? The answer is simple: we will not. Arsenal, with its €65 million, can continue to look elsewhere. At Barcelona, Koundé is a pillar untouchable, a player who fits perfectly into Hansi Flick's mentality and the future we are building. His permanence is not just good news, it is a statement of intent. We are here to compete, to win and to make history, and we will do so with our best assets. The enthusiasm in the Cule environment is palpable, with a coach like Hansi Flick, who knows what it is to win and who has a clear and ambitious philosophy of play, and with players of Koundé's stature in defense, the future looks more than promising. Stability at the back is a crucial factor for any team that aspires to dominate, and the Frenchman guarantees it for us. His physical strength, anticipation, ability to play the ball out from the back, and silent leadership are highly valued qualities at Barcelona. Furthermore, the tranquility that the player wants to stay is fundamental. There is nothing worse than a footballer who does not feel comfortable or who is thinking about a departure. Koundé has expressed his desire to continue to be important at Barcelona, to grow with the team and to contribute to future successes. That is the mentality we need, the ambition of a champion. While others desperately seek defenders who work half as well or who come cheap, we have a world-class player who is loyal to our colors. Arsenal's offer, although respectable by their standards, demonstrates the little notion they have of the real value of a footballer like Koundé in the current market. He is a top-level defender, and his price is much higher, especially considering his age, projection, and importance in our scheme. Barcelona is not here to give gifts, and even less so to clubs that settle for mediocrity. Our vision is of greatness, of becoming absolute dominators again, and for that, we need the best, and Jules Koundé is undoubtedly one of them. Dear Culers, your voice is the voice of Barcelona. With the categorical rejection of the offer for Jules Koundé and his desire to stay in the club, what do you think of this decision? Do you think it is fundamental for Hansi Flick's project and for the consolidation of our defense? What does the permanence of a player with the strength, speed, and versatility of Koundé in our squad mean to you? Are you as calm as we are, knowing that he is a non-negotiable pillar? Barcelona is great for its history, its philosophy, but above all for the unconditional support and passion of its supporters. We look forward to your valuable opinions. The third piece of news concerns a massive recruitment for our club. Barcelona, our dear Barcelona, the club that represents true football, joy, and art on the grass, is in an exciting phase of reconstruction. In this quest for excellence, one name shines brightly on the horizon: Rafael Leão. Yes, Culers, the Portuguese attacker from AC Milan has become Hansi Flick's great desire to strengthen the left side, to give us back that spark, that imbalance that makes us unique and that, let's be honest, the eternal rival has never known. While some clubs, living off past glories and economic management that more closely resembles a black hole, lament recruitments that do not materialize or players who do not want to come, Barcelona acts with intelligence and with the approval of our new and promising coach. And it is that Flick, with his modern vision and winning mentality, has given the green light for Leão's arrival. The coach knows what the team needs, and a talent like the Portuguese is pure gold for our playing system. It was rumored that the German giant, Bayern Munich, was on Leão's trail. The truth is that they were desperate to find an alternative after their failed attempt to secure Florian Wirtz, that young talent from Bayer Leverkusen who, fortunately for him, seems to prefer a club with more history and magic, far from our philosophy. Bayern was looking for a boost, but we are looking for a revolution, a return to the style that made us great. In this new scenario, Leão appears as the ideal profile for Barcelona. Young, yes, but with surprising football maturity, as unbalancing as few, and with experience in the European elite that allows him to make a difference from the first minute. His ability to break lines in one-on-one situations, his physical power, and his devilish dribble make him a priority target for our sports management. And that's not all, Culers. The most important thing is that Rafael Leão wants to play for Barcelona. He has made it clear to his entourage. The desire to wear the Blaugrana is immense, and that's what really matters in our club. The player's will is key, and when a footballer aspires to the Camp Nou, half the work is already done. The arrival of a player of Leão's caliber at Barcelona is not just a recruitment, it is a statement of intent. It is betting on pure talent, on the individual imbalance that opens any defense, and on the speed that can do so much damage in modern football. Flick knows this. He sees in Leão the perfect profile to enhance our attack, to complement our young talents, and to disarm rivals, those who dare to entrench themselves and renounce football. While other clubs worry about whether they can or cannot sell their stars to pave the way for new recruitments, what a level of management! We focus on what matters, bringing in the best. And in the case of Leão, the contractual situation of some Bayern players like Leroy Sane and Kingsley Coman could be an indirect factor that favors our cause. If one of them leaves the Bavarian club, or if an extension does not take place, the door would be even more open for the Milan player's arrival. This demonstrates the intelligence of our sports management, attentive to every move in the global market. In addition to Leão, the name of Japanese player Kaoru Mitoma has been mentioned, undoubtedly a good player, but within Barcelona, and Hansi Flick fully agrees, we consider that the Portuguese international has a much higher ceiling. And what is crucial is that he would integrate sublimely into the style of play we want to consolidate: possession, attacking through the wings, verticality, and, above all, enjoyment. Leão is a ball artist, and artists shine at Barcelona, not in clubs that settle for winning by brute force. Everything indicates a busy summer, yes, but at the camp, we are convinced that it will be a summer of great news. The possible arrival of Rafael Leão is confirmation that Barcelona has not lost its appeal, that the great talents of world football continue to dream of wearing our shirt, of learning from the Cruyffist philosophy, and of making history in the most beautiful club on the planet. Gyökeres, we are facing a golden opportunity. An unbalancing player, a scorer, with unstoppable overflow and a crazy desire to wear the Blaugrana. Could we ask for more? Flick's vision is clear, the players' will is firm, and the sports management is working to make this dream a reality. It is a recruitment that would give us back that spark, that magic that makes us vibrate and that differentiates us from those who only know muscle and millions. His one-on-one ability is unmatched. He would open up defenses, generate spaces, and give us that spark we so desperately need to break rival lines. Leão is not just about dribbling, he is a scoring player with a vision to assist. His contribution in numbers would be brutal, and that's what we need to become dominant again. He would fit perfectly into Flick's scheme, bringing speed and depth from the left, freeing up other players to create and finish. His arrival would generate enormous excitement among the fans and would enhance the Barcelona brand globally. The best want to play with the best, and Leão knows this. While others resign themselves to seeing their desires vanish in the market or their stars seeking a future far from their clubs, we are on the verge of a recruitment that, if it materializes, will make us vibrate as it has been a long time. Rafael Leão at the camp is a dream that can become reality, a fundamental piece for the reconstruction of Barcelona and to become the dominators of Europe again with our unmistakable style. This is what differentiates us from those who settle for winning in any way. We want to win, yes, but by winning well, by winning beautifully. Dear Gyökeres, the voice of our community is the guide of our club. Faced with the possibility that Rafael Leão becomes our new recruitment and knowing that he wants to play for Barcelona, what do you think of this opportunity? Do you think he is the player we need to unbalance in attack and take our team to the top? Does the idea of seeing such pure and overflowing talent with a Blaugrana shirt under Hansi Flick's orders excite you? How do you see the impact he could have on our offensive game and our ability to compete for all titles? Barcelona is great for its history, its philosophy, but above all for the unconditional support and passion of its supporters. We look forward to your valuable opinions. Leave us your comments.